Barefoot Gen is an animated movie about the World War II. It's probably one of the most disturbing sequences in any movie that I've seen that's animated, at least. And I was not expecting it. I remember someone telling me, I think it was my friend from film school that told me that Barefoot Gen's messed up, but I, that was like 13, 14 years ago, so I just kind of forgot about it. And the library had it, so I watched the movie. It is about Gen. He lives with his big family. There's 5 of them. His mother, his father. He's got a baby. No, wait. There's more. There's 6 of them. There's 6 of them because it's his mother, his father. He's the oldest, and he's got a younger. No, he's not the oldest. Sorry, man. It's his mother, his father, his older sister, who's kind of sickly. Then there's him. He's got a younger brother, and there's also a baby on the way. So there's a lot of them. There's 6 of them, and they're just living in wartime Japan, which sucks because all the stuff has to, all the food ration shortages and everything. They try to grow they're farmers. They have the wheat and everything. However, there's shortages of everything, and of course they're living in Hiroshima, which is probably ground zero for the first atomic bomb on a civilian population. And this movie, we don't have footage, we can't have footage of what happens in a atomic bomb explosion, but this movie gives it to you in stark detail. And the fact that they show this to children in high school, at least, more people, I don't mind that. It's very disturbing, but it also shows you the cruelty of war. Like, more so than just soldiers being shot, but like at the highest level of what conflict can do, the atrocities that people can put on another. And definitely, this movie definitely teaches you to be grateful for what you have, that you don't have to live in a vicious place with food shortages and atomic bombs and radiation and all that stuff happening. Animation wise, it's old school. I watched it for the animation, but the story is really good too. It almost feels like trauma porn at times too, though, because like just so much stuff happens. It's just like an onslaught of sad events, and definitely made me cry a few times, to be honest. Just yeah, it's a heartwarming but also like terrifying look at war and family. So I give Barefoot Gen an 8 out of 10. Barefoot Gen 2 is the second film. This collection from the library has both. So the second one takes place several years later. Gen is living with his remaining family. He's a little bit older. He's a teenager. And basically, society has come back a little bit. He goes to school. He mainly makes friends with these orphaned kids. The orphaned kids are treated really terribly. So he befriends them, and if they're alone, they get taken to detention centers. But the main conflict of the story is mostly, I guess, it's more of an aftermath movie. It doesn't have too much going on. The sequel still has the same animation and everything, but the story is definitely less intense because it's mainly just about him living with his family and then trying to befriend these orphaned kids. And there's a couple of nice moments in there. It's nothing too grandiose, but you do get to see some culture stuff, like people, discriminating against anyone after the bomb went off, or you got people that you get to see like pachinko and all the different ways that people make money, shoe shine boys and like scrap metal and all sorts of interesting things. It's almost like watching not a post-apocalyptic dystopia, but just like a post-war kind of movie where like everyone's living in poverty, everyone's just trying to get along, there's a lot of survival. So it's got that sort of hard edge to it. It's like a drama, with like no war elements in the movie, but after the war. So it's still an intriguing movie. I mean, the first one's obviously miles better, so the second one is still okay. So I give it a 6 out of 10.